Before we noticed that when we used regular marker and painted on top, it activated the paint and woke it up and made it blurry. Sharpie is permanent, so when you paint on top of it, it will not disappear. So how you start out is by making a pencil drawing. Then you're going to take your Sharpie and you're going to trace over the lines of your drawing. Then you're going to take an eraser and erase back any pencil lines that are showing by holding down onto your paper nice and tight while you find all of those spots. Now you're all ready to start painting. Now if you wanted to, before you paint, you can use texture plates and the resist method as well. So if you wanted to have texture in the sand, for instance, we could take a bumpy texture plate, put it underneath, and rub the texture plate on the side, and that can give it a little bit of extra detail to your painting. Just be careful to not color over the top of other things that you don't want to be that color. I could also do that on my turtle shell. And if you have anything that you want to stay white, you might want to choose to use an oil pastel or crayon first to color it in before you start, so that way you can paint right over the top. Then I'm going to take my paintbrushes and start painting away. When I'm painting inside shapes, I'm really careful to go around the edges smoothly and carefully so it doesn't get outside of the shapes. For small details like this, you might want to use this small brush. When you get to a place that's already been painted, be very careful not to paint on top and wait for the paint to dry around it. If it's still wet, your colors will blur together. Over here, if I painted right here and accidentally got it in there, it might mix with the green. So I'm going to paint up here where I know it's a little bit more dry right now. Now that was a really dark color, so if I want to lighten it up, I can add more water and spread my paint around. I'm going to go very carefully around the edges.